Hello, my name's Ingemar Hunnings, and I'm the lead consultant at Hunnings Consultancy. Today, I'd like to take you through how receipt requests in Leap work. It's a bit of a strange name, but it's a feature that they brought in to enable you to give a heads up to management or accounts that you are expecting to receive money into client account. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. And I'm going to pick a matter. Let's say this one here, double left click, and in we go. And I'm going to take you to the client funds tab on here. So we're looking at this button here. So receipt requests, as I said, this is to enable a staff member to give management or accounts notice that they are expecting to receive money into client account. Now, the value of this is that you no longer have to, when you see it hitting your client account bank statement, do an email to the world. Does anyone know what this money relates to? So you go into here and you click receipt requests, and it's going to open up an input screen. Let's let that upload. Okay, so we've got the matter name. Well, I've got a name instead of a number, and then which client account it is. But presumably most firms will just have one client account. If you have more than one client account, you need to very carefully pick the right one. And then the amount. So let's say on this property matter, we're expecting money in of £200,000. Now I've typed in £200,000 on purpose just to draw to your attention to the fact that there is a holding zero in there. Do check where the comma is very carefully. Received from, it's going to bring up the client by default, but hit this button to select actually who it's from. Don't type it in. Go and select from your card list who it is that you're receiving the money from. Okay. Ideally, that card should be on the matter because you'll have compliance policies and procedures to check the source of funds of who's sending you money. Okay, so that brings that through into here. It's quicker, it's easier, and it also maintains data integrity, the same data throughout the system. Payment type or method, let's say electronic transfer. Some of you may have it called BACS, but it's covering all of those electronic transfers. Anyway, you pick the appropriate method. It's going to bring up the name of the license holder whose license is being used. You can change that. Date here. So it's going to bring up the current date. You can't change the date entered. That is part of your audit trail, but you can change the date expected. Maybe you expect to receive it in the future. And then the reason why you're receiving it in. So this could be mortgage advanced or all sorts of reasons. Put a good reason in there because eventually this will become the record. Well, the reason why you received the money as it appears on your client funds ledger. Save and close. And this will not show on your ledger because nothing's happened yet. But it's in the system. If you were to hit the drop down, you would be able to see and view the requests in there. But more importantly, if I minimize this for a moment, when the money hits the bank account and accounts management or whoever sees it's there, instead of emailing the world, they can go to menu, accounting, client account, which is about client account, and receipt requests. If you don't see receipt requests, it may be because that function has not been switched on. To switch it on, you would need to go to the app marketplace. And indeed, the staff member wouldn't have been able to have given you the heads up because they wouldn't have seen that button. So the app marketplace in Leap is for additional functions, which you can switch on, some of which are free, some of which are paid for. But you'll see here the receipt requests. I've already enabled it here. To enable it, you hit that little screen there. That will open up a button where you can then enable it. I believe you have to enable it for each staff member. So on their profile as they've logged in, which is a little bit of a pain, but there you go. So assuming that is on, menu, accounting, client accounting, receipt requests. So you've got your bank statement, you've got this money and you think, goodness me, what does it relate to? There's no reference. How often does that happen with your bank statement? It's even if you put it in, the bank doesn't give it to you. So what you'll see here is a receipt request that staff members have given you notice of, and there is the 200,000 that we were talking about. So you can double left click to open it up, or here I'm going to hit that and create the receipt, which opens up the input screen, but you don't have to do anything because your staff member has already done it. You can check it, and you may want to correct, or you'll be forced to correct the receipt date. So let's say you got it in today. You could write a note in here if you want to. You can check the figure, save and close. It will disappear from the receipt requests because it's now being dealt with. And if we go back to the matter, we'll see now it's sitting on here as a receipt. The value of that is that you don't have to go hunting around the firm to find out who it relates to. You have been given notice and then it can be processed. So that's how receipt requests work. They could call it a heads up or something like that. So I hope you found that helpful. Again, my name is Ingemar Hunnings. I'm the lead consultant at HCL, and we do an awful lot of work with Leap. We have been Leap implementation consultants since 2015, and we've implemented into hundreds of firms. But we also do a lot of work with law firms and other firms outside of the Leap implementation, training like new starter training or training on bookkeeping or legal aid or just advice and assistance. Can also be management consultancy. We do a lot of compliance support work and such like. So feel free to get in touch. Again, the website, hunningsconsultants.co.uk. Have a good day. Thank you.